say that shit. Like bad kids, bitch, we reckless. Yeah, all hearts are like taxes.
Randal. You know, I honestly didn't think that it would get to this point. I really didn't think. I didn't think that you can stoop down to even more of a pathetic level. I didn't think that you could actually sit up here and actually stoop down to even more of a lame and mostly a bitch state than what you are now. I honestly didn't think it, but honestly, you never cease to amaze me. You never cease to amaze me. And I can honestly give you credit on that. Like, let's give him a round of applause on that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause on that. And before you guys ask why I'm sit up here dressed like this, now I said in my previous video that I always bring out outfits like this in a special occasion. And honestly, one of these times where I sit up here and expose people is obviously a special occasion. So I don't even need to even explain myself. Now, in this video, I'm also going to explain to you guys what happened recently, which is why I had to sit up here at 11:30 in the afternoon, almost 12 in the afternoon, recording this video, because I woke up to some things yesterday and today that I honestly need to share with you guys and honestly bring to my channel and spread more awareness about this guy, because this is obviously getting out of hand. And honestly, I don't care if it's getting out of hand, because I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure the truth get brought to the light. Now, I'm also going to explain some things. I'm also going to bring some other people into this video. And before I do, I want to preface this by saying I have no problem with any of these people I'm going to mention. I have zero problems with them whatsoever. I think they're great people. But I'm also going to bring up some stuff that got in the way between me, Randal, my other friends, and these artists that I'm going to mention. Now, first, I'm going to start off with this artist situation. Now, Randal Drake, aka William Yamamoto, and apparently that's not even his real name, but what do I know? He's only a liar and a snake, but that's besides the point. Now, during this past week, I had Randal Drake unblocked because I still had some choice words to say to him, and over this past week, he's been sending me screenshots and work in progress of this porn art that he's actually planning in revenge on my friend Davis. And which meaning he's using his character without his permission. And this is not the first time he did it. He did it once with Davis in the past, and he did it with my friend Nina. Now, honestly, I think I'm next in line because I'm bringing all this information to the table and I'm showing you guys what type of fucked up person he is. Now, to sum things up, what he was doing while he was sending me these screenshots was he would send me the screenshot, and then as soon as I get a glimpse of it, like, he would immediately delete it from the Discord messages. He would immediately delete it right afterwards, so he knew that I wouldn't go and tell Davis. But I caught on to what he was doing, because one of these days I had the snipping tool open on my computer, and then as soon as he actually he actually sent me a screenshot of a work in progress for the picture that he's actually commissioning $150 for, which I'm also going to get into that in a minute. I immediately screenshotted it and I sent it to Davis the next morning, meaning that I wasn't going to allow him, and I'm not going to bite my tongue for him. I'm not going to sit up here and allow him to use his character without his permission, yet once again, because of his petty vendetta that he has against me and my other friends. I'm not going to sit up here and do that. And once I did that, once I actually told Davis, we went on a personal mission. We told everybody in NSFW, and if you guys don't know what NSFW is, just go click on my previous video. I'm gonna explain I explain a little bit what the group is, and it gives you a little bit of context. But me, my friend Nina, and my friend Davis, we told everybody in the group chat about what Randal is doing, and then we had to actually go and actually find the artist ourselves, because he didn't. And I know that he wouldn't actually tell me who the artist was, because even if I asked him, he wouldn't even tell me, because he knows that I'm going to sit up here and tell Davis who the artist is and what's actually going on. So, of course, he thinks that I'm dumb. He thinks I'm stupid. He thinks I'm Tekashi69. He thinks I'm stupid. But no, I'm not stupid, not one bit. I know what I'm doing. But obviously, he thinks he's smart because he took down the sketches and took down the work in progress art before I got a chance to screenshot it. And the one time I actually did screenshot it, he thought I didn't save it, and here we go. Now, the artist in particular that I'm talking about, his name is It's Over 21 on Fur Affinity. Now, I have no problems with him whatsoever. He's a cool artist, but for obvious safety reasons, for YouTube reasons, I cannot actually show art on my channel, because obviously it's gonna get my channel banned and taken down. So I'm also gonna leave a link down here to his content and down to his channel and down to his Fur Affinity page down below if you guys want to actually check him out, because he actually ended up getting scammed out of $150 from Randal Drake, because he didn't even tell him that this was revenge art. He didn't tell him that him and Davis had a falling out, and he's using his character without his permission. And honestly, it's not the artist's fault that he was tricked into actually drawing this art for him. He didn't know. He didn't involve himself in this. He just a poor innocent soul that got caught in the crossfire, and we just all of a sudden letting these bullets fly. So it's not his fault whatsoever. But meanwhile, Randal, this is what actually happened. Now, the original agreement for the art for Randal was that he was gonna pay him $150 because that's his standard price, with a detailed background, 2 characters fully shaded and everything. That can run you up to $150 depending on who you go to. So that was the original agreement, and apparently Randal was gonna scam him out of $150 and actually send him only $90 instead. Now, when we actually told It's Over 21 about this whole entire situation, and Davis actually talked to him and all this other stuff, he was extremely upset, because to me, I feel like that was the last friend that Randal actually had, and actually the last person that he actually has and actually could call a friend, and who is also an artist that could trust him. But no, he actually threw his trust right out the window, and he went on a tangent, and I'm going to bring up the journal right here on screen, and I'm also going to link it down in the description down below. He went on a whole tangent and also brought me up, and I appreciate him for bringing me up, because now he sees the type of person he is, and he's extremely upset that he betrayed his trust and actually tricked him into drawing revenge art. Not only revenge art, but revenge porn art. And not to say that porn is bad or anything, because I draw it myself from time to time, but if it comes down to the point where if you're willing to go out of your way over a personal petty vendetta and actually commission an artist, commission $150 to feature someone that you hate. This is someone, Randal actually hates Davis because he's more popular than him. I explained it in my last video, and I'll explain it again. He's jealous that Davis is more popular than him, and he's more relevant than he will ever be. So that's the reason why he did it. Now, fast forwarding up to today. Now, this morning I woke up, and you know me, I immediately turn on my computer, I pull up all my tabs, and I go straight to YouTube, DeviantArt, and Fur Affinity. Those are my 3 go-tos that I always go to in the morning. And on Fur Affinity, and I'm also going to bring up the screenshots here now, I woke up to a note coming from Fur Affinity that says that I received a warning on my Fur Affinity page because I made a comment about Randal Drake, aka William Yamamoto, on It's Over 21's journal that he edited multiple times, because apparently, and I didn't read the terms of services about this, but if you bring personal quarrels or personal problems between other people onto Fur Affinity, they can actually punish you for that. And honestly, I don't even know what's the reason because of that. And also, I'm just also gonna preface this by saying, and also y'all see the screenshot up on screen right now. Now, I'm also gonna explain to you guys this. Now, for Affinity, they have some double standards about their terms and policies about how they enforce things on their page. They not only gave me a warning, they also gave my good friend Luigi and most likely my friend Jack a warning on their pages too, because they said some stuff about Randal that he didn't like. So let me get this straight, Randal. So you so much of a pussy, you're so much of a fucking bitch, you're so much of a fucking pathetic loser, a real life loser, that you don't like the cold hard truth about what people are saying about you, and you literally got up out your seat and did the plug run to Fur Affinity, to the Fur Affinity staff, and actually reported me and my friends for quote unquote harassment. You reported us for harassment? We talking harassment? What type of of harassment are we talking about? All I did was just pretty much console It's Over 21 and actually told him that Randal is a fucked up person and he deserves to be called out for it. That's all I did. So I don't understand why you had to take it to the Fur Affinity support page when, and also, I'm also going to preface this by saying this. Now, Fur Affinity, they want to sit up here and give me and my friends warnings for what we're talking about on that journal in the comment section, but meanwhile, his second page is still up. His second page is still not suspended. His second page is still up and running with no consequences whatsoever. I don't even think it even has a warning on it. His main page, Randal Drake, that shit got suspended. For how long? I don't know, but I hope it's permanent. But they want to sit up here and give us warnings, but let him walk free? And make him the victim? That's tough, man. Like Illuminati says, that's tough, bruh. That's tough. Now, before this all happened, and before Fur Affinity sent me a warning and all this other stuff, now, before you guys actually type your negative comments and get to wondering, like, Trey, why are you getting bent out of his shape over a warning? It's just a warning. Just don't do it again. It's not about the warning. It's the principle that he's so much of a bitch and can't even deal with his own problems whatsoever that he has to run. He literally ran crying to get help. He ran to get help. And this is the people that Fur Affinity want to sit up here and fucking coddle. This is the type of people that society wants to sit up here and fucking coddle. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, by the way, because now what I'm also going to explain to you guys is now really going to piss a lot of you off. And frankly, I'm glad that I'm bringing this to my channel because honestly, he's helping me out by getting some more watch time hours around here. And hopefully I can get paid, get my monetization back before the end of the year. So now, what happened yesterday was I actually woke up. Now, like today, I woke up, I pulled up my tabs, and then I logged on to Discord. And then as soon as I logged on to Discord, I immediately knew that something was off because I actually didn't see Wendell's group icon on my list of groups that I'm in. Now, if you guys don't know who Wendell is, basically, Wendell is one of my favorite artists, and he's a great artist if you want to actually commission fighting art. So he's one of my favorite artists, and honestly I think I have a good relationship with him because I have a personal art pic. Now for obvious reasons I can't show that either because it's NSFW, but it's honestly my profile picture on my YouTube and everywhere else. So it's without a doubt that Wendell is my favorite artist. Now I actually seen that I was removed from his group, his Discord group. Now, a couple weeks ago, he actually exploded his entire server chat and caused nothing but a shitstorm of people to get riled up and all this other stuff. He caused arguments, non-stop arguments in his group, and he got kicked. And then when he got kicked, he immediately joined right after because he had a copy and paste link that you can use it with no matter how many times you get kicked or if you get banned, I think. But I think you have to get permanently banned for the copy and paste link not to work. But anyways, he was still in the group, and then when I blocked him yesterday, when I told him off and I blocked him yesterday, he went crying to Wendell. And honestly, I have no problem with Wendell. He's a great guy and he's a great artist. But he went crying to Wendell, and then not only that, me and him got removed. Not just me, he got himself removed too. And when I went to talk to Wendell, and I'm going to bring up the screenshots here right now. When I went to talk to Wendell, he actually explained to me that Randal, he actually went to him, went complaining. I don't know what he said, and honestly, I know what he said. He tried to make it seem like that I was the bad guy after I told him the problems that he was spreading to him the day before he actually ran to him. And he basically said that that I'm just going to be removed for some time. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, he's going to invite me back soon enough because he don't want any more problems and everything else. And I honestly, I didn't even argue with him on this. Like, I understood. And honestly, there were some people that was in the group that vouched for me, and shout out to those people as well. Like, I owe y'all one big time, and they vouched for me and they testified in protest that I was removed and he was removed as well. But they were more in testifying of me coming back more than him coming back, because Randal, he was the one that was causing more problems out of anybody in the group, and it was rightfully so that he should have got the boot instead of me. So he's gonna invite me back, no problem whatsoever. And I'm honestly going to be wanting to come back anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. But this is just to let you know that the type of person that he is. This is the type of person that he is. As soon as he gets himself into a corner and get himself jammed up and everything else, he wants to run. He literally wants to get up out his seat and run to people, to try to get him out of his situation and try to get people to pity him. That's the only reason why he did this. And I know that for a fact that he told Wendell because he knew damn well that Wendell is one of my favorite artists. He knew damn well that Wendell is one of my favorite artists within the furry fandom. He knows this. And he tried to actually pull a fast one on me and try to actually do this on purpose and try to do it just to spite me because he knew that he was my favorite artist. He knew it. He honestly knew it. He knew what he was doing. And it's like in situations in life, we just get into situations where we just have us wondering, what in the hell did we do to actually end up here? What did I actually do to actually end up in this position right now? We look to the heaven skies right now and ask our dead relatives, may they rest in peace by the way, what did I do to end up in this position? And honestly, we don't even get our answers most of the time. It just happens. It just really just happens and we just get dragged along into it. I'm honestly gonna tell you guys this right now. If Randall wants to sit up here and run to people on Fur Affinity and run to other artists and try to throw dirt on my name and try to actually throw dirt on other artists' names and my friends' names as well, if he wants to come after me and my boys, fine. But I'm gonna make it fucking cost him. I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that he fucking regrets it. That's the last thing I ever do. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm also about to bring this up because I have 3 interviews lined up for you guys. If you guys are still not convinced of what type of fucked up person and what type of asshole snake this guy is, I have 3 interviews lined up for you guys that's going to be posted today, tomorrow, and hopefully Friday. Hopefully by the time this video is uploaded. But I have 3 interviews for you guys lined up for 3 of my friends where we talk about Randall Drake and talk about their experiences with him, and they can vouch for me when I say that he's a fucked up individual and he's a retarded individual that's autistic, ADHD, and all this other stuff, and he needs personal mental help. He really needs it because this shit is not normal. I know people with ADHD and they don't act like this. They don't even act anywhere close to this. But that's all I wanted to say, man. I'm honestly glad that I'm actually bringing this stuff to my YouTube channel, honestly, because if Randall Drake, aka William Yamamoto, wants to see the old GwoppyTrai come back, want to see the actual old Trey come back, I will gladly give it to him. And I will gladly declare World War III. I will gladly declare World War III against Randall Drake. I will gladly go to war with him. And there's nothing he can do about it either. I warned his punk ass that if he was going to disrespect me, I'm going to get disrespectful right back. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure y'all smash that like button. But not too hard though. It's fragile. It's fragile. And also make sure that you guys spread this around. Actually spread this to you guys' friends. If you're in the furry fandom, spread this video to you guys' friends as well. And make sure you guys spread this on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever y'all be these days. Make sure you guys spread this video and share it as well. To make sure that people actually sees what type of fucked up individual Randall Drake is. But make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new. And I'm out, bruh.